Well, it's me, Brian. Yeah. I always say that, don't I? Check it out. It's art project time. Right? I found this little piece of something. I don't know what it is, I don't know what it's for. I could, venture a couple of thousand guesses and probably not be right. You know what I'm saying? It's some kind of a pin, locking mechanism or pin, right? To hold something open or closed, or let something open and close. It's made out of pewter or something, some kind of a soft metal. You can see it was, I don't know if you can see it or not, but you see it was grooved up, gouged up or something before. It looks like somebody tried to cut it, right, or grab it with a pair of pocket pliers or do something. And it caught my attention because when you look at it, right, you know what I'm saying? It looks like a little hammer. Right? So that was my inspiration. So I'm gonna cut, I'm gonna shape it out, I'm gonna get rid of the tab, cut out the little ear, right? File it down, make it smooth, make it look good, give it a little bit of a texture, right? And I'm gonna make it into a pendant, right? An amulet, right? And it's gonna be a little hammer. I'm limited in my tool set here, and as you can see, I started working already a little bit, so you guys can get a better sense of what it is, right? What I'm going to do now is, I got my little locker pliers, my portable vise, locked off the little tab, and I'm going to use my hacksaw, right? I'm going to attempt to cut this off in a reasonably straight line, right? So that I can file the rest of the tab down. Let's see. Got a good start. Got a good start. Yeah. That seems to work. Yeah. Now we need to slow down, right? Catch the flow of it. If I get the fire speed alive. There. Because the saw is messed up. It's missing. It's got a bunch of teeth that are broken out right there. Into there, so like right in the middle of the power of the stroke, right? It ain't got nothing. It ain't cut. I'm trying to stay back here. See, right there is where it catches. Let's see how far we get. Not too bad. Got a good little start on it. My only hacksaw blade. I can't find the other piece of it. Okay. Can you see it? Right. Let's put it this way. Right here. Right. You see how the lines in those straight up. You see how the hammer, some all the way cut through. Right. Over here. So they cut through stuff, a little tiny piece still holding it, and the hammer itself is kind of like angled outward. That's because they kept bending outward as they cut it, so I could keep the integrity of the hammer, right? So I didn't cut too much of it off. Right now, I was going to switch pliers. See, I got my big one, so we'll choose. Irwin Vice Grips. These are some badass pliers. Whoops. I think the Irwin ones are better than the Vice Grips myself. All right. Grab that, hold that one there. Just a little dog pliers. Twist me off, just like that. All right, save your little nub so you got something to file on. Right. So then, here's the grip. All right. And basically, see how it's all still scuffed up and rough. Just round it back off. Yeah, you want to keep, as you're cutting through it, you want to keep bending it outward away. That way, it preserves, like I said, it preserves the integrity of the straight line that you're trying to cut, right? Because you can't mark it, right? And, it's hard to change directions when you're cutting metal, right? Let's see, get it rubbed down a little bit right there. Working on the little nub. All right, might take advantage of the little nub, the little feature. Leave it there. That way, when I go for this, because I'm gonna use a piece of leather or something to make like a handle. Right. Right. Hammer represents Molinar, Thor's hammer. Right. It's the symbol of the Norse, right, mythology and their religious beliefs and patterns. All right. I wore a hammer for a few years in my journeys. All right. Probably still, I still believe in a lot of it, subscribe to a lot of, the tenets of a lot of different things. And nowadays, in the metaphysical side of life, nowadays, it pays to explore and to understand and study, lots of different things, right? Because, it doesn't all stay the same, but it all takes you to the same place. You gotta make a little lip right here. See right here? See how it is like this on this side? Well, it's kind of flat. See, it's flat like right there. So I'm using the file. I'm gonna make another lip. Alright. There we go. And it's gotta go through the nub figures. Alright, so we have two choices here. We could take the hacksaw and we could follow along the line that we were making. Right, give us a little purchase here. There we go. Now we can go backwards at it from here. See, there we go, all the way around, see? Oops, let's make it a flatter turn, see it? All the way around. Now we can grab the file again and work on the lower section of the nub. And then you can switch to the old, everybody's favorite, at least my favorite, sandpaper. Trying to get the nub to flatten out. little tiny. One more. There we go. Now we're starting to look like something. Come on, right there. Let's pop it out of the old portable vise there. Let's look at the hammerhead now. This is definitely the wrong sandpaper. I mean, it's rough like I need it, but there you go. All right. It's gonna hang. You see how I used the file on it? Right? Made it, so right around here at the top between the lip and the pommel, I'm going to tie the little piece of leather, right? And let it hang like that. It's me, Brian. All right, our project of the day. Not finished. When the second part I'll add to this one here. Thank you. So this is where we're at, right here. All right. Pin down the handle, right? So it ain't still big round. Technically it shouldn't be as long as it is, but I kind of like it the way it came out right here like this. Here, let me show you. Kind of like the way it came out. Alright. Just remember this part, this little, the little grooves and stuff, this part's going to be, covered up by the leather. So this is what you're going to be looking at right here. Pretty cool, huh? It's actually going to be like this. Alright, so then finish it up right here. See, this goes along with that comment I made the other day in another video about being limited with what you can do because you don't have any tools, right? You're not limited to anything, right? If you can think up, what it is you want to do, right? You can figure out a way to get it done. That's what my grandfather used to say. Right? I never seen him be defeated by anything. So, what are you guys thinking about the old, how the shit's shaking down? The fallout from the old corona there. What do you guys think now? Alright? Everybody's put their 2 cents worth in. Right? How's it playing out in your little sector? Right? Here in Phoenix, it's pretty wild, you know what I'm saying? But I have noticed a lot of the way it's a lot of store procedures, a lot of, interactions, a lot of, basically, right, taken for granted kind of stuff is no longer being taken for granted. I mean, it's no longer, even the criminals, right, have kind of sort of toned it down a little bit. Everybody's kind of like, on the down low, waiting to see what's going to happen. That's what it seems like to me, right? The good people, the beautiful people that are driving around in their cars, going back and forth to the stores, to their work, doing whatever they're doing, they're going straight home, right? The solitary people are doing the same thing. They get up, they, go to work, they come back, and drink themselves into oblivion. Right? And I mean, there isn't. It's not like it is back east where people are having block parties. I mean, out here, it's right. What it did here in Phoenix, right in the metropolitan city, is that it forced separation. Now instead of there being all these public spaces where where the hot spots were trending and all the all the beautiful people are going on Friday and Saturday nights. Now it's because a lot of big clubs still haven't even opened yet. Right, so now it's smaller groups of individuals, of friends, close friends that have known each other for a long time. Saying living in the same neighborhood, went to the same school. Saying they're starting to just congregate in little small groups, little small cliques over at Bill's house, over at Jenny's house, and saying, "Hey, Tuesday night we're gonna go party over at Brown's house." Right, just like it used to be back in the day, back in the '70s. That's how we used to do it when I was And, either that or it was like, "Hey man, we're gonna go out by the public pyramid. Hey, we're gonna go through, left, right, dude. Don't forget to go." Right? And because where I grew up up around Winslow, we had like 15 different party spots all in the outer Lying Desert within a mile or two away. Right? And we saw caravans, right? And we'd everybody give Gyro the money because he was the oldest out of all of us. He could buy beer. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, we make a big collection right at the old Sandbox parking lot in Winslow right there. You know what I'm saying? The restaurant. Right, and everybody give the money to Gyro. Gyro would take him and his girl. They take off and they go down to the spiritual liquor store and they buy as much beer and wine as they could get. By the meantime, the rest of us, we were flying out down the road trying to throw the track off over Willie Banks, the sheriff, so they couldn't figure out where we were going. Right, and just been to the desert party on that. Right, that's it's forced this societal separation between all of us. Right, that's the thing I was trying to say the other day, but I couldn't figure out a way to say it. Right, they forced this social distancing on us. Now, yeah, granted, it's a good thing. It's probably saving your dumbass life right now. Right, it probably is because, dude, this serious stuff, coronavirus, they ain't fooling. Right, they might not have did it to us, but they definitely taking advantage of the fallout of what's going on underneath it. All right, and a lot of stuff changed, a lot. You just don't know it yet because you haven't butted up against it. Me, I know, because I've been waiting for it. I've been watching it. Now I'm the biggest cynic in the world. Dude, I don't believe nothing. If I can't see it, put my hands on it, take it apart, I don't believe it. Right? Neither should you. Right? Because there have been way too many things changed in the last 20 years, right? That nobody noticed. That now, you can't go back. Some of the shit they're changing right now, nobody's going to notice, right? And we're going to come quickly to the point of they ain't going to be able to change it back, right? So get ready. The next 20 years of your life is going to suck, right? Because they're taking control. They're taking over right now. They're doing it. I'm telling you, there is no more privacy. Privacy was dead 3 years ago. Right? Freedom and gun ownership, right, were still two of the major three. Privacy, freedom, and gun ownership. Right? small business, your ability, this is America, your ability to start, and run any business you wanted and be successful at it. That's being squeezed out, right? The only two that are left, they're saying that are under constant assault, right, by, everybody is freedom and gun ownership, right? Which two, that's all we got left to lose, right? I think it was Bruce Springsteen said something about like, freedom ain't free unless you're willing to willing to fight to keep it. It's me, Brian. Just making another little trinket for First Friday, so I can go down and let the police, chase me around, so I can, sell my little wares, just like back in the day. Thank you. Hey, it's me, Brian. Just sitting here listening to some Pink Floyd, Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Video of the day. Today is Sunday, the 20th of June, I believe. But anyways, I want to say happy belated birthday to one of my daughters, Scooter. Happy birthday, girl. I'm glad you're, doing good. Everything's fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, as you can see, I'm, back living in my empire. Right, but everything's all good. I want to wish you the best. I'm sorry, I didn't forget. I actually, text you the day before your birthday, right? But I just want to, everybody know today, the 10th was your birthday. Right, I believe she's 30-something years old now. Love you, babe. But anyways, video of the day. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not. I think I might have in a previous video a while back. Everybody knows that I make trinkets. I make all kind of weird, crazy, eclectic, occultic, right? That's what this one is, pieces, jewelry. I do, pictures, drawings, carvings. I try to do sculptures. Sometimes they turn out, sometimes they don't. Basically, I specialize in found art. I don't know if any of you guys know what that is. It's a genre of art that's been around for a long time, since, probably about the 60s. Right, where you find an object, what I'm saying, and you have an idea or a vision, what I'm saying, on creating it and changing it into something else, what I'm saying, by using its base form, right, and then going from there. Right. Well, okay, so that's a little background there. The object that I found, I find them all. I got a whole drawer full. Right, it was a little tiny piece of pure metal. You see it? It basically had this shape. It was a little bit bigger, but it basically had this shape. It was like a T, right? And at the bottom, it had this little, like a double-headed nail, this little thing. And I was looking at it, what I'm saying. And for a couple of weeks, I've been wanting something. I've been wanting to make myself something, right? And what I saw was a little hammer. Right? See, there's the handle. Here, let's do it like this. Right, there's the hammerhead. There's the hand, the shaft. Here's the handle, and then there's the, the palm, the pommel right there, and then this is the little tab. What I'm saying, that I'm going to use to mount it with. Now I shaped and I formed this little thing with my diamond file and with my round file. All right, and sandpaper. I got some around here somewhere. I like to use these, these little, the stuff for the nails, like the little different pads and sanders and, little shape things. And I think they do really good for soft metal, like pewter and gold, stuff like silver, stuff like that. They really help form. For harder metals, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not good for shaping and stuff, but they're good for polishing and, and doing detail work, adding shading and stuff like that. Yeah, I recommend that you get, set of diamond chip drills. This one is my half round point, right? And, at least a full round metal. These are metal files, not wooden files or flame files or bevel files. These are metal files, right? And just start, just to see your vision, draw. I mean, if you have to draw, get your little, fine tip marker and draw it onto what you want to create, and then just, slowly work at it. I got this. This is pretty much finished. This little hammer, it's pretty much finished. I'm now at the mounting stage. Because I found this, like a neck choker thing that was already pre-made. It had this weird little, gem thing that was attached to it. You see the little square? See the little square mounting thing right there? All right, that's, they glued in. They glued the thing into there right there. Well, what I've been doing is, and this is one was complete. See, it's got all the springs, it's got all the little beads, it's got everything. See, there's the clasp. It's just a simple little, loop clasp, right? And it's got it's got all the stuff that goes with it. You know what I'm saying? All I need to do is mount my little hammer, right? So what I've been doing, right, is that I've been reshaping the little square because it was a little bit round, right, to fit the other thing in there. So I used my little pliers, all right, and then I reshaped it square. See it? It's pretty much square, right? And I'm good at what I do, right? I've been making the walls straight up, and I also been trying to get. See, there's still a little tiny bit of that old mounting glue that's still in it. It's making like like the corners or like a ridge. There's a ridge right here along this one side. I've been trying to break it up so that I can scrape it out. Right, with my half round my half round pick, right? I recommend, saying that if you use these kind of tools, saying that you get, this one comes with a rounded end, saying I recommend that you shape it into to a point and you keep it sharp. For doing stuff like this, for digging the glue out of this, the little tiny square thing out of the corner so that you can get a flat, flush mount, right? There we go, scrape that piece off. Get it the best you can. I mean, if you buy these things brand new, you don't got this problem, right? But I'm a found artist. I revel in the fact that most of my art is found and converted, right? It's just like one of my things. Okay, pretty much got it all cleaned out because I've been working on it in the past. Now, there's all kind of different adhesives and glues and whatnot. I can solder this if I want because remember they're both metal objects, right? But I have a little bit of solder right now, and I don't have any flux, right? So I discovered this stuff, this beacon, right? This is a Fabritrack. This is like a tacking glue. So I'm kind of like half super glue and half super glue gel, with added little bone bonders and other things in it. It's clear, dries clear, right? This stuff is awesome. It sticks in like seconds, and I have yet to find anything, that didn't stick to something else, and I used this stuff, right? It was $1. It was $1.89 over at the Wally Mart. And they got this bottle, the small one. This one is 2 fluid ounces. That's 0.59, that's 59.15 milliliters for my European friends. Right, it's $1.99, $1.89, something like that. They got a bigger bottle, which is like 8 ounces, which is like 4 something. Then they got a bigger bottle, which is like 12 ounces. Saying super industrial size. And imagine putting the tip on Powerade bottle and going. Yeah, it would still go. Anyways, right. Burst Bond, actually Fabritrack. I just put a little drop in. No, wait. Oh, I'm forgetting. I also, I reshaped the pommel, the end of the little hammer from an oval to a square. As you see it, square. Makes sense, right? Round square doesn't work, right? Square, right? So where it fits, fits in, there's a little snug, little tight little fit. Good, right? So now comes the mounting stage, right? Get the old, bottle of glue, right? Watch out. You only need like a drop. Because this stuff is like gel, so. Right? Just like I said, just a drop. Right? Line it up the way you envisioned it. Push it on. Yes. And make sure that whatever you're mounting into the little mounting housing goes flush all the way to all the way in. All right. A little high side because you're trying to push one down. Then look, there it is. Just like brand new. Now, give it a few minutes to dry. Now the other thing that's wrong with this is that the little tab that holds, it's got the loop on it, that holds the loop that goes through the leather, is bent. It's laid over flat like that. So, take the old Jiffy pliers. Now these ones here are Duralast, right? They're 4-inch, right? Vice grips. right? Rubberized fucking release handle, right? These are good little pliers, right? You know what I'm saying? I knew it. Straighten it back up. There we go, boys. There we go. With Miss Molly. Have you heard that song? You guys, they've been playing this song on Pandora lately. I never heard it, and I don't know the name of the band or nothing, but it's called Whiskey in the Jarro, right? It's just really cool. It's a really cool song, right? It's got me humming along with it. See, look, I'm going now. You know, get it all lined up. All right, look. Hammer. All right, let's give this. Here's the acid test, the old test drive right here. Oops. It's a little bent down a little bit too, huh? Ow. There we go. What do you think of that? All right, now this income first Friday. I got another. If I want, I got another. I've been wanting to make me a new hammer anyway. Lately, I've been wanting to, go back to wearing my hammer because I feel that way. Just, right now, that's the way I'm leaning. Saying I've been feeling pretty strong, pretty solid. Saying pretty secure, right? And it comes from my inner strength, right? It comes from, anyways, all right. Oh, did I lose it? Oh yeah. So now, if I want, I got another trinket. I got a handful right now. I got them stashed over there. I'm not gonna dig them out. I got like a handful, like 6 or 8, different little trinkets and stuff that I've already made. Right, coming up next Friday, first Friday, which is the first Friday of this coming month, July. Right. Traditionally here they do it downtown. What used to be the Arts District on Roosevelt, between Central, and like 7th Street. Right, I mean, there's, it's all corporate condos and buildings and bullshit now. I mean, I've showed you guys all those videos. You can go back and see them, right, in the playlist, Living in the Urban World, right? But they have this big arts festival, first Friday of every month. And all the college kids come from downtown campus, and, all the old hippies from Scottsdale and Cave Creek, and all, people from North Phoenix, people from far away, Gilbert and Chandler come, oh, look at all the crazy weird stuff, right? And saying, listen to street music. The whole thing is contained in that, Grid Square area, and it's, there's like 300 cops, right, on patrol, walking all around. I mean, and yes, there are a lot of drama goes down, but usually there's anywhere between 20 and 50,000, locals that show up every first Friday for this event, and it runs every first Friday for every month of the year. Besides, this is me, Brian, right? Project, video of the day. Thank you.